Hey everyone, this is Will from BigIT.com, and today I'd like to talk to you about passwords, and specifically what is okay for passwords and what is not okay for passwords. The purpose of this is to inform you a little more about what makes passwords safe and what does not make passwords safe, and we're going to talk about some things you should and shouldn't do with your passwords and what is a little bit more than an exaggeration for some of them. And we're also going to talk about a program that stores your passwords on their server, and it's actually encrypted with a key that stays on your computer. So it's another layer of protection in trying to keep other people out of your accounts. First off is why you're going to want alphanumeric passwords. That is, passwords that contain both letters and numbers. And when you have just numbers or just letters, you are very susceptible to an attack called a brute force attack, or another type would be a dictionary attack. A dictionary attack tries every word in the dictionary, and it just tries them all against your password. And that's why you don't want, opening up a dictionary and pointing to a word and saying, that's my password, is definitely not a secure option. Also with numbers, if it's a standard string of numbers, using a brute force attack with the amount of PC hardware available to the average person nowadays, a brute force attack can be carried out, a matter of hours or days, depending on how long your password is. So when you mix them up, you tend to make the number of the number of choices that they have to guess to complete a brute force attack much higher. And as we said before, changing things up makes it even better. So you end up with things like special characters, exclamation points, the pound symbol, just a bunch of different symbols in these passwords that can make them more and more and more difficult to crack. So then we run into another problem, however, when you get in with those huge passwords, and they become very difficult to remember. And that really stumps a lot of people, because you come up to the point where you hear everyone say, don't write down your passwords. Don't write down your passwords really came out of a corporate policy where they would tell, all these people who may have been new to computers, or, they're working on them for the first time seriously, and you get ingrained with, don't write down your password. And it's probably against your company's policies. If someone finds it and looks it up, it's not secure. I mean, even if you write it down and lock it, it's not secure. And it also leaves you liable for the damage caused with your password, because that's just how the whole system works. So, what about a home user? A home user has different priorities than a business user. You're going to end up, your main priorities are going to be your bank account and your email passwords, and maybe a couple others as a home user. And no matter how good you think your password is as a home user, it's quite possible that someone could actually come and steal your machine. And once they have your machine, it's just a matter of time if they really wanted to go get passwords for everything on that machine, or you've accessed that machine. So physical access to the home machine is actually a bigger problem than them knowing the password, because once they get access to it, they've pretty much broken it. So as a home user, you should feel pretty much free to write down passwords, just because it lets you use the large complex ones that keeps the random break-in attempts out. To make an analogy with like cars and locking the doors, it keeps the honest ones out. Because, if someone really wants your stuff, they're going to come get your stuff. But, if someone's just looking for like a crime of opportunity, you're going to stop those people. So now, before we get to the whole, hey, Will, why are you talking so much? You could have just written a blog about this. Why am I watching a video? We're going to introduce LastPass, and that's the piece of software that I mentioned earlier that stores your passwords on their servers and encrypts it with a key that's left here on your machine. So when you first install LastPass, it's going to actually ask you to make an account, and you can have one-time passwords, and you can actually get it to show you a virtual keyboard as well, so you don't even have to key it in case you're worried about keyloggers and the whatnot. And click create an account. Okay, once it's downloaded, you're going to hit next. We're going to just install the Firefox one. It's to close Firefox, which is fine. And, I don't have a LastPass account, so we're going to create one. I'm going to move this off of the screen for my privacy. Okay, after you fill that out, you can pick which stuff you would want to import to LastPass, and it's takes a look at all of the passwords that you currently have stored on this PC. And you can actually remove the data from your PC itself, and it all gets stored on LastPass. Now that we have it set up, I'll visit the website I was at before and do a LastPass master login. And as you can see here, there's little LastPass icons, and you can actually tell it to autofill. And this way, the actual password is never even typed in. You can still type the passwords in if that's what you desire, but you pretty much bypass a lot of keyloggers, you bypass a lot of other security problems using this system. So once that's done, I'm logged in. This up here, when you see the LastPass icon, when it's red, it means you're logged in. And if you log off, it turns gray. And then if you go and, let's log out of here. And you come back here, LastPass will make you actually log in if you want to use its services to do your passwords. And remember, the point of this is to let you use those large, obnoxious to remember passwords that are great at evading break attempts. So, now using this, you can fill your passwords full of all those special characters, and, it's online, so you can use it on multiple PCs, and hopefully this will help you be a little more secure in your web browsing habits. This has been Will for Beer on IT. If you have any other video requests or anything you'd like us to put on our blog, stop by our forums at beeronit.com/forum. You can make your requests there. You can also make question requests. There's a forum spot for diagnosing your problems if you're having issues with your PC. We also have a full set of computer training courses for computer repair and starting your own business available at our store. So, stop by. I'll see you on the forums, and have a good day.